Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fabulous day. If this is the first time you're watching my channel, my name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend who is a pop culture expert, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful. Before we get into this video, and if you're new, I wanted to tell you that 2 days ago, I suffered a heat stroke and heat exhaustion. So my energy is not 100% yet. I am feeling better, but I still have a little bit ways to go. So if you notice my energy is not as, because girl, usually, I'm singing, dancing, jumping up and down, and I'm yelling, I'm singing, so I'm getting there back, but it's taking a little bit of time, you guys. Bitch, make sure you hydrate, okay? And put some hat and sunblock and all that bullshit. Don't do what I did, okay? Anyways, we have to talk about and just like that. So listen, it is obviously what is it? Like a sequel to Sex and the City, the show. It has definitely gotten a lot of backlash the first season. Like, people just do not like it. They're not connecting with it. They're saying that the first season was way too woke and that it just kind of that overshadowed the whole show, and that they all looked, I mean, there was a lot of criticism for their physical appearance, that they all looked super old, that they were not the same vibrant ladies as they once were, that they looked run down, that they looked sad, that they looked whatever, right? It's just so annoying how people criticize people for their looks, but that's just the world we live in, and I could sit here and rant and rumble about it, but it's not gonna make a difference. So season 2 came out, and they all look very refreshed. I don't know, take that what you want, but they definitely all look like they're Sex and the City characters. So they look a lot more vibrant, a lot more aesthetically, aesthetic, I don't know the word, which honestly, I hope they did it for themselves and not because of the criticism, because you should never change for what fucking, someone from somewhere in their fucking basement in their mom's fucking house criticizing you for being too old looking or fat or whatever. Like, that's fucking bullshit. If you're happy with the way you are, bitch, then shine on, okay? Anyways, so I saw the first episode, and I have to say that when Sarah Jessica Parker was promoting the second season, she did say that it is much more Sex and the City-esque, and you definitely do feel that in the first episode. It's a lot more flirty, it's a lot more sexy, the cast. I think the casting is perfection. Every single lady that is on this show is actual perfection. So I'm loving the cast. They didn't change the cast, which thank goodness. And yeah, it just kind of focused on these women's lives, and they're some are in their 50s, 40s, I believe maybe even 60s, but I'm not sure. I don't think 60 yet. But yeah, it's like, late 50s, whatever, and early, whatever. So I love the fact that they're focusing more on these women's, sexy part, sort of like feeling sexy in your body, exploring new things, being able to, gradually work on your grief. Spoiler alert, of course, Big does die in the first episode of last season. So Carrie is trying to kind of, just, move forward, and she's definitely moving forward. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I love the fact, like I said, it's a lot, I want to say it's a lot more like colorful, a lot more vibrant. They're focusing on feeling sexy in their bodies. They're focusing on the relationship with themselves. They're focusing on being true to themselves, finding who they are. People often say that, when you get to a certain age, you have to have all your shit together, which is so farther from the truth. I think that in every single age, everyone goes through, new beginnings, middle beginnings, ending things. You always have to, my mom, my stepfather passed away 4 years ago, and she was already in her 60s, and she never planned this, right? So, I mean, it doesn't matter what stage you are in your life, you have to sometimes start over, and that's just life. So I love that they're, it's not like when you watch other shows like, oh, the 50, 60-year-old, she's a grandmother, she's a homemaker, that's in the 50s, bitch, so I do love this. I am really loving that, they're vibrant, they're happy, they're focused on living their best life. And I think that was very much needed from the first season. And I think a lot of people really missed that part of Sex and the City, which was more like women and their adventures within themselves and in the city and with strangers and with men. And I think that's what was missing in the first season. And that is why I think this second season is a lot better. A lot of people are still really not happy with it. And the issue is that a lot of people miss Samantha. Samantha does have a cameo in the last episode for like 2-minute cameo, which, what does that mean? Who knows? Will she be back next season? Who knows? But of course, I would say every single person wants Samantha back. And I think that if Samantha would be back, she would definitely help the show out. The criticism for this second season is already horrible, you guys. People are saying that it's empty, that it has not, I mean, only 2 episodes are out, right? I only watched the first one to give you guys the preview, because I promised my mom I would wait to watch it with her, so I can't watch it for a little bit. But I watched the first one just to give you guys my little thing. First of all, I love that they opened the episode with a Britney Spears song, which made me super happy. And yeah, I mean, listen, I feel like something definitely needs to happen, because the criticism, the reviews are not great. So how long will this be able to go on? Who knows? Now, I think that they're very smart by putting Samantha in the season finale, because it's going to have a high rating, which it's probably going to end up being for another season. And I really do hope that they do bring Samantha back, because anyways, there's other new cast members that are very strong-minded like Samantha, who I think Samantha would either be best friends with or enemies with. So if Kim Cattrall didn't want to film with some of the cast members, it could be focused on Kim with maybe the other cast. And you know what I mean? Like, kind of like bring her in somehow. And I definitely think if they bring Kim Cattrall back, it could easily go on, 3 more, 4 more seasons. But if it continues to get these really bad ratings, I don't know where it's going to go. But so far, I love it. It's very colorful, vibrant, sexy. I love that women in their 50s and 60s are still being shown as, sexual, fabulous, life is just starting kind of vibe. Because I know a bunch of 60-year-olds who think that just because you're 60, it means that your life is over, which no, ma'am, it is not. Your life is over when you think of that your life is over, okay? Because age is nothing but a number. It doesn't matter your financial situation, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter nothing. You can live in a fucking shack in a really, 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 bad situation, but if you choose to wake up with a positive attitude and you choose to try and see the world in a different light, that will start coming to you. But if you, just because you're 60 something and you think your life is over, then I feel bad for you. Point blank, period. Indirecta. Anyways, I love you all so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And have you guys watched? And just like that, let me know in the comments. And I'll just finish this video with, and just like that, la indirecta fue para ti. M.